Hello there. So one thing I like to do sometimes is if I need some kind of equipment that I won't necessarily want to keep, or even if I do want to keep it, but it's just not the kind of thing I use a lot, that's when I start going trolling the thrift stores, grazing the thrift stores. So I was going out today because I was looking for a particular type of case I was hoping to find. And then I can reconfigure the interior of the case with, the size of foam spacing that I want to put on the inside of it. Anyway, blardy, blardy, blah. So I'm out on the hunt for that. And instead, I went in and I'm like going down the aisles, going down this aisle, going down that aisle, went back to this table and that table, and then I came across this. And I said, what? Now, unfortunately, my camera is such garbage. And pardon my yelling. This is actually a mahogany, a deep mahogany color. If you know what mahogany looks like, this ain't it, camera. Stupid camera. So, I saw this box. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. What's that? What's that? So I flicked it. I said, I have to open it. You know how it is. You just gotta, well, if I'm thinking about buying it, I have a right to open it. So I went to open it and look, what the F and F? What? 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 Barely used. Barely used, if at all. Paper-coated sandpaper. What? A sharpener. Barely used. I cannot see. We gotta look inside there. It looks a little dirty. It looks like somebody might have done something. Or maybe not. Let me look over here. Yeah, there was a little bit of a white pencil in there. That's all right. Hey, man, we don't care because that shit's where it's at. So then, and it has an eraser. All right, I'm going to put that eraser right back there where it goes. And then you got a couple of pencils here. And I don't know, but what do you think? Think these were cassette tapes? I don't know, because they weren't there when I purchased this, but I was like, what? Oil pastel? Oil pastel? Are you freaking kidding me? But we're going to have to test it. Then, I just happened to pull the knob. I didn't think anything would be in there, but... What? What? For less than $11. Now, these are not like the Crayola crayons. I mean, they are like them, but they're not exactly. This is sort of the sort of kit you'd give probably a learner who's just started. They're kind of moving up, but without too much expense. Because God is so expensive. Anyway, so this is like... wax-wise, feels pretty waxy. If it's been sitting a while, now the one thing about that, especially where these special children are concerned, is that they can get dry. So we're going to do a little bit of a test. Let's do a test with, I'm not going to look through the camera because it doesn't get color right. So, but you know what? The human eye, this is actually red. Can you tell that it's red, or does it look too red-orange? Anyway, so we're going to test this. The human eye notices red faster than any other color in nature or otherwise. So we'll do a red test with that red, and then we'll look and we'll do a test with this red. It looks kind of pink, though, doesn't it? Sort of a magenta. I don't want magenta. I want red, please. And, let's see. This is one. You are red, dear. Let's get you. Okay. And then we'll get us a piece of papier. 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 Papier and the papier. Papier. Papier and the papier. Okay, so... let's do a little bit of the crayon. And let's see how fast it wears down. I have a hair on the end of it. That's not friendly. And this is a vellum covered paper, by the way, in case you're curious. So if you have to apply a lot of pressure on something like this, then you're going to lose material quickly, and that's how you wind up going through them fast. I would say that this is very similar to Crayola, but probably less intense in the color. Okay, now let's take the lovely oil pastels, one of my favorite mediums ever. Okay, we'll do a line, and then we'll do a heavy pressure line. The secret with most pastel is to apply it over and over. And we'll do a little light line. This is really light. Now we'll see what this blendability is like, 'cause that's the real smell test when it comes to oil pastels, for me anyway. A little boogering. Don't care for that too much. Okay, so a little bit on the dry side and leaves in some the boogering. Let me show you a different pastel. So this is a different company making the pastels. This one's a little bit dirty, pardon me for my dirty materials. Okay, so you got like, let's just do something like this. And then we're gonna, yeah, this is, I'm sure you can see the difference. Let's see. So this is, I'm going to say that for the learner or the hobbyist. A hobbyist would probably be fine with these. But, don't wear all the, so that's the thing. See how the material's going out. It's like, these are the pencils. This is a very light, so it takes a little bit of effort to get some material off of there. That's usually age related. Let me see what this one's going to be like. I don't want to use them too much or get too aggressive here, because I may be giving these away, you see, to somebody else. And I just want to give them a little bit of a, I don't know. What does it do with yellow, though? See, you can tell that it's got a little bit of a gold into it, though. Anyway, okay, well, I'm going to say for the pencils, they are absolutely fine, good, in excellent condition, Little on the dry side, okay, but not wasted, not like impossible. So, and for because because if you give it away, you should probably try to present it the way you got it, unless you're an asshole. And I try not to be an asshole most of the time, at least in real life, most of the time. Okay, so there we are. There is the magic box. And for me, like I said, I just said, okay, I cannot pass this up. Because, and plus, it's like, you never know when you come across somebody who may have an interest, especially if they find out you're an artist. Sometimes people start bugging the fucking shit out of you. Don't fucking disturb me. What? Oh my God. Anyway, so then, let's see, that's the paper covered sandpaper. Don't lose that, Matilda. All right, then we close and latch it. And latch it. Now with this box, I think what I would do if I were to give it away or keep it, is I'd put a hook latch right here, because this drawer, this bottom drawer right here, which now I'm going to go through the singing frog. Okay. There we go. It's a little bit on the loose side, and if somebody happened to pick it up back here, right, then this could slide right out, just, whah! So I would put a little hook latch here, just to kind of help keep that in place. As for the box itself, I'm sad for you that you can't see the color, not that it would particularly matter. This is the bottom, and when you work with your hands a lot, you might as well kiss goodbye the idea that you're going to keep good-looking hands. Now, these hands have been through hell and high water, my darling dear. So if they look like it, I don't care. Well, do I think somebody might have pieced this together? Probably. See that? What did I say would happen? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Proof. Proof. See this? So, it's not really machined real. I think somebody may have put it together. I don't know. It seems kind of like a... Yeah, I would have a hard time kind of... It's just parts of the box that just give me the impression that maybe somebody put it together. Not the sort of thing they'd necessarily... I don't know. I don't really... I've never seen these kinds of supplies. I will say that. Not recently, anyway. Anywhere. So, well, that it does not want to stay there, do you? It says, I don't want to stay here near the pencils. I'm here to erase the pencils, not sit next to them. So that's what I imagine that eraser's saying. And that's the excuse for it falling out of its place and putting itself in a place it didn't belong. All right, I've got to go back out because I have to try to find what it is I meant to find. But what do you think? Not bad, huh? See you later.